Are we really getting another round of stimulus checks? That's the question everyone's asking right now, from social media platforms to local news broadcasts, and even at the dinner table. So today, let's dive deep and break down what's real, what's speculation, and what you need to prepare for in 2025. First, let's rewind a bit. Over the past few years, the U.S. government has issued multiple rounds of stimulus checks, economic impact payments intended to provide financial relief during the COVID-19 pandemic. Those payments helped millions of Americans stay afloat during a time of unprecedented unemployment, business closures, and economic slowdown. But fast forward to today, May 2025, and the conversation around a new stimulus package is once again heating up. Why now? What's changed? Let's start with the current economic landscape. Unemployment rates have seen a slight uptick in the first quarter of 2025, with certain sectors, especially retail, transportation, and small business, reporting slower than expected recoveries. Meanwhile, inflation continues to challenge American households. Grocery prices have remained high, housing costs are pushing families to the brink, and utility bills have surged due to increased energy demand. In response, several lawmakers have reignited talks about a new stimulus initiative aimed at combating this economic pressure. And yes, that includes the possibility of direct payments, what most people refer to as stimulus checks. So, what exactly is being proposed? Right now, there are three major proposals gaining traction in Congress. The Working Families Relief Act, this plan, backed by a coalition of progressive lawmakers, proposes a one-time payment of $1,200 to individuals earning under $75,000 per year, plus $600 per dependent. The goal? To provide rapid financial assistance to low- and middle-income families grappling with post-pandemic cost of living increases. The American Economic Security Boost, a more conservative proposal, this would issue $600 checks to Americans who can demonstrate hardship through unemployment, medical expenses, or housing instability. The idea here is to target relief to those most in need without increasing the national deficit as significantly. The Universal Inflation Offset Plan, this bipartisan initiative recommends $800 checks for all taxpayers, regardless of income, to help offset the effects of ongoing inflation. While it's a broader approach, it's seen as less likely to pass due to concerns about cost and equity. Now let's talk about eligibility, because that's where most confusion arises. Who would qualify for these payments? If any of the proposed plans pass in their current form, the qualifications will likely resemble those from earlier stimulus rounds. That means single filers earning under $75,000 annually. Married couples earning under $150,000. Head of household filers with incomes under $112,500. Plus, additional payments for children and dependents. But here's the kicker, just because a plan is proposed, doesn't mean it will pass. And even if it does, amendments can and often do change those income thresholds, payment amounts, and timelines. So, what are the chances this becomes a reality? Let's be real, passing stimulus legislation is no small feat. It involves multiple committees, budget scoring by the Congressional Budget Office, and intense negotiations between the House, Senate, and executive branch. Still, the fact that multiple proposals are being actively discussed is a promising sign. Some insiders in Washington suggest that if inflation remains high through the summer, a relief package could make it to the president's desk as early as September 2025. But it's not just Congress making moves. Individual states are stepping up, too. For example, California is exploring a fourth round of Golden State stimulus checks for residents making under $75,000. Texas recently passed legislation offering property tax rebates that, for some families, could translate into over $1,000 in savings this year. And in New York, a proposal is under review to provide a winter energy assistance bonus to low-income residents. That means even if federal stimulus is delayed, or denied, you may still receive support from your state or local government. Now, let's address a few myths. Myth number 1, stimulus checks are guaranteed. Absolutely not. While discussions are ongoing, nothing is set in stone. Many proposals fail in committee or are significantly watered down before becoming law. Myth number 2, only unemployed people qualify for checks. False. If past stimulus models are any guide, most payments are based on income thresholds, not employment status. Myth number 3, stimulus checks will be taxed. Federal stimulus payments have historically been non-taxable, though they may affect eligibility for other programs. Always consult with a tax advisor to understand how payments could impact your specific situation. So, what can you do right now? File your 2024 taxes if you haven't already. Many relief programs use the most recent tax data to determine eligibility. Update your address and banking information with the IRS. Direct deposit means faster payments. Stay informed. Subscribe to reputable financial news sources, or better yet, follow this channel for real-time updates. Beware of scams. Unfortunately, stimulus scams are on the rise. The IRS will never ask for personal info via text, email, or social media. And remember, real relief might take time, but planning now can help ease the stress later. Now, let's quickly talk about Social Security recipients, SSI, SSDI, and VA beneficiaries. A common concern is, will I receive anything if I don't file taxes? If you're receiving benefits from these federal programs, there's good news. Lawmakers in every proposal have included language to automatically distribute stimulus payments to recipients of Social Security, Supplemental Security Income, and Veterans Affairs benefits, even if you haven't filed taxes recently. That means if you're receiving direct deposits from these programs, you could get your payment the same way, direct to your account or via the method you currently receive benefits. Let's now shift gears and briefly cover what experts are saying.